Do you ever feel like your brain doesn't have an off switch? Like, no matter how small the decision, your mind keeps replaying it? The words you said, the way someone looked at you, the possibilities of what could go wrong. You lay in bed at night, and it's not your body that's tired. It's your thoughts. And what if I told you that right now, in this very moment, there's a hidden truth about your mind? One that, once you understand it, can make that noise fade. That you can stop the endless spiral of what if and finally breathe in peace? Most people think overthinking is a curse that just comes with being human. But that's not true. It's a pattern, and patterns can be broken. The reason you've never been able to silence your mind isn't because you're weak. It's because no one ever showed you the way out. Here's the thing. Your thoughts are not you. That voice in your head, it's not your identity. It's like a radio stuck on a channel you didn't choose. And in the next few minutes, you're going to learn how to turn the dial. I'm going to show you the one shift that can change everything. And how, once you see it, overthinking won't control you anymore. Not because you'll try harder, but because you'll understand what's been happening in your brain this whole time. And kind of how to take the wheel back. So stay with me, because by the end of this, you'll not only understand why your mind has been running in circles, you'll finally know how to step off the track. I remember sitting in my room, staring at my phone, replaying a conversation I had hours ago. Every word, every pause, every awkward laugh, I was dissecting it like it was some crime scene evidence. My chest was tight, my palms sweaty, and my brain kept whispering, They probably think you're weird. Oh, you messed it up. But here's the thing. Later, I found out none of it was true. The person didn't even remember half the details I was obsessing over. That's when it hit me. Most of my overthinking wasn't about reality. It was about my interpretation of reality. See, the brain has this strange survival mechanism. It tries to protect us by predicting danger before it happens. But when that instinct gets too strong, it starts creating danger where there is none. It turns neutral situations into imaginary threats. And when you believe those imagined threats, you start living inside a story that isn't even happening. Overthinking thrives on one thing: your belief that your thoughts are always telling you the truth. But they're not. Sometimes your mind is just making noise, random, repetitive noise, and you've mistaken it for wisdom. The moment you realize that thoughts are not facts, you create a small crack in the wall, and through that crack, peace can start to seep in. You begin to observe your thoughts instead of drowning in them. If you can start treating your thoughts like clouds drifting across the sky, temporary, always moving, then you stop chasing them. You stop trying to control every cloud, and suddenly there's more sky than storm. That's the first step to stopping overthinking. Stop worshiping every thought as truth. You are the sky. The thoughts are just weather. Overthinking has this sneaky way of making you believe that if you just think long enough, you'll find the perfect solution. The one that guarantees no mistakes, no embarrassment, no regret. That's the lie. Life doesn't work like that. There is no perfect answer, only the one you choose and learn from. But when you're trapped in the search for perfection, you stay frozen. You replay scenarios in your head over and over, trying to simulate every possible outcome, but in the end, nothing changes in reality. You've just exhausted yourself with possibilities that never even happened. I used to spend days drafting texts before sending them, rewriting them until the words lost all meaning. I thought I was being careful, but really I was just hiding, and hiding doesn't make life safer. It makes it smaller. Here's the truth. You don't gain confidence by finding the perfect answer. You gain confidence by acting without one. It's in the doing, not the thinking, which is that clarity arrives. Think of your mind like a glass of muddy water. The more you stir it, the cloudier it gets. But when you stop stirring and just let it be, the water clears on its own. Action is like that. It stops the endless mental stirring and lets the truth settle. So the next time you catch yourself chasing the perfect decision, remember this. It's better to be imperfect and in motion than flawless and stuck, because life rewards movement, not hesitation. Overthinking doesn't just waste your time. I guess it steals your chances. Opportunities pass, connections fade, doors close, all while you're still stuck in your head debating what to do. I learned something that completely flipped that for me. The 5-second window. It's simple. The moment you feel the urge to do something you know will help you or move you forward, you have 5 seconds to act before your brain talks you out of it. Send the message. Speak up. Say yes. Walk over. Press join. If you wait longer than 5 seconds, the spiral starts. The what ifs, the doubts, the imagined disasters. Here's why it works. Overthinking lives in delay. It needs time to grow roots. When you move before those roots can form, you're free. You stop letting your brain create problems that don't exist. The first time I used it, I was about to talk myself out of joining a group of people I wanted to be friends with. I started counting in my head, 5, 4, 3, 2, and before I could hit 1, I took a step toward them. My heart was pounding. My brain screamed, "This is going to be awkward." But you know what? It wasn't. It was fine. And here's the thing. Even if it had been awkward, at least I would have had a real memory instead of a made-up fear. The 5-second window won't make you fearless, but it will make you braver than your doubts. And that's enough to break the loop of overthinking. One action at a time. You made it here, and that's no small thing. Most people click away before they even reach the part that could change them. But you didn't. You stayed. That tells me something about you. Well, you're not just tired of overthinking, you're ready to reclaim your mind. Here's what I want you to remember. Your thoughts are not your enemies, and they're not your truth. They're just signals, some helpful, some noise, and you have the power to choose which ones get your attention. You're not trapped in that endless loop forever, because now you'll know where the exit is. Think about what you would have missed if you left earlier. The moment you realize your thoughts lie sometimes, the freedom that comes from letting go of the perfect answer, the power of acting before your brain talks you out of it. These aren't just tips, they're tools, and tools only work if you use them. So here's your next step. Pick one thing you've been overthinking, just one, and apply what you learned here today. Watch how different it feels when you move without letting the spiral take over. If you've made it this far, I want you to comment, "I choose action over hesitation." Not just for me to see, but for you to see as a promise to yourself that you're done letting overthinking steal your time, your chances, and your peace. You're not walking this path alone. Every person reading these words and choosing to act is proof that we're all fighting the same battles, and we're winning them, one decision at a time. Now take a deep breath. Let the silence settle. Feel the space you've just created in your mind, and keep it.